Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Kogwerks video. My name is Clockwork, and this is League of Legends ranked matches. Today I'm going to be playing a series of 3 matches in Bronze Division 2 to try and get promoted to Bronze 1. Since the end of Season 3 of League of Legends, I got demoted from around Silver 3 down to Bronze 2 by a series of appalling placement matches. So I'm trying to break up back into silver. Got 24 points at the moment on my slate after losing earlier today Xin with plenty of kills, almost equal amounts of deaths, plenty of assists, which is what you should get on a jungle champion, but lost due to 3 absolutely appalling allies in mid and bot, but with a fairly good top laner, Renekton. For those of you who have never seen one of my videos before, you might be interested to know that I generally play the jungle role, in Summoner's Rift. Should really sort out my settings before actually starting recording. Never mind, it's fine. We're good. Yeah, so I normally play the jungle role, fighter assassin style champions such as Master Yi or Xin or Diana. Today, however, I'm going to be going for some Warwick, maybe 1 or 2 games of Xin, seeing as I was playing him earlier today. This is the worst part of trying to find a League of Legends match, is that you start searching for one and you end up with a person leaving over and over again. Not this time. Second pick, good, so I don't have to pick the bands, but I do have a good chance of getting the jungle position. You notice, you notice that the copy paste here includes the role that I want, as well as a usual selection of bands. Renekton because he's strong in the top lane, Fizz and Cass because they're overpowered mids, Kennen for his ulti because the mass stun combined with Leona's can very easily wipe out your team, Nasus because once he's built up his E, that can be rather devastating and he's a very good tank, Jax for similar reasons because he's extremely good in the late game once he's got hold of a bit of defense, Yas because a good Yas is absolutely devastating even after the recent 4.2 debuff that he took, although a bad Yas is an absolute pushover, and Evelyn because her movement speed makes her an absolutely lethal jungler. As you see, Fizz has already been banned as well as Nasus and Jax. Mundo, personally I don't find Mundo too bad, nor Vi, but for similar reasons as Renekton, they can be built up into rather strong powerhouses. Apparently one person is only good at one particular role. Who am I taking? Warwick. No, not taking Xin. I just remembered that I set this these runes up specifically for a Xin build, so he'll do fine. Defensive masteries, because even though Xin is a fighter assassin, he's actually an exceptionally good tank when played in the jungle and given some armor. Mordekaiser in top lane, I expect, and LeBlanc in mid. for the enemy team. Last pick is apparently complaining because I got jungle. They changed the order of draft mode recently from depending on your ELO score, you'd be first or last pick, depending on what the other players had. But now it's just completely random, I think. That was in patch 4.2. Mordekaiser is extremely strong, although he's generally in, he's either in the top lane or the mid. I would have thought top, given that the enemy has a LeBlanc. Although Malphite's probably top, although he could be support. No, he's top, by the text in the chat. Jinx in the ADC up against a Catalan. Renekton top against Mordekaiser. I would bet on Mordekaiser over Renekton winning top lane. Zac in Wukong in the jungle. That's not a problem for me. He's probably thinking that I'm going crit rather than tank. Everybody plays Xin as a crit. I have no idea why, because he works so much better with the tank. With tank spec. Taric in support compared to Malphite. Neither of them are very good supports, really. What you really want in support is Morgana or Ziggs or Thresh. Although his Taric's stun does come in handy. Oh. No, Malphite's top, so we've got Leona in support. Yeah, Leona is much better than Taric. Especially for her ulti. And between Mordekaiser and Caitlyn, plus Malphite and me as tanks, we should do pretty good. Going for the Warring Kingdoms skin, because the base skin on Xin is just garbage, basically. They recently released a couple of Warring skins for Riven, I think, and Tryndamere, one of the two, which are very cool looking. I wish they'd put more effort into the Warring Kingdoms Xin skin though. Though not a lot of people play him in comparison to, for example, Riven. I just play him because I think he's excellent for his sustain and utility. Scorched Earth Renekton, I've not seen that skin yet. It should be interesting. Mordekaiser is another champion with not a really good selection of skins. Most of it are just colour changes. It's one champion. I've actually played every champion in this game apart from LeBlanc. It's the only champion that I've never played. I don't know why exactly. It's just every time I think of playing a champion of some sort, I've got her, I just haven't used her. Every time I think of playing a champion, I just don't think of LeBlanc. Bit strange that, but never mind. Sweeping Lens, because as a jungler you need to take out enemy wards. This build I tried in Dominion. In a Dominion match before setting up for casting, and it basically focuses on greater attack speed than damage. So rather than going with Hydra, you get Ruin, rather than Spirit Visage to increase his healing, you get Wit's End. So combined with Wriggle's Lantern, it gives you somewhere around 2.25 attack speed. The max is 2.5. and activates his built-in heal a lot more often on his W. Xin Zhao heals himself for 26 every third basic attack, so it's based on attack speed, and the more shut up, and the more attack speed that you have, the more often his heal activates. Oh. Yeah, Mordekaiser's probably dead. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I should have been paying a bit more attention. Nobody ever does that, though. Who ever raids? I mean, this is Bronze 2, not bloody Silver 3. I got a problem. Yeah, they're still here. Okay, never mind. Just have to go straight for red, I guess. The only way to stop something like that is if your team responds quickly enough. Obviously mine didn't. Just have to start with red and take the hit. Though I suppose I could have went and collected their blue, but that'd have been the sensible thing to do. I got to remember that. Okay, so bad start, but I'll try and make up for it. So yes, you use teleport just after you've killed blue and then the wolves in order to rush Madhod's razors, which allows you to gain a farming efficiency over the enemy jungler. That's why you take teleport, as well as being able to offer instant assistance to your allies if they need it. Although I know plenty of people who would tell me that I'm being silly by taking it instead of, for example, Flash. Fantastic. As I said, I was surprised that Mordekaiser was going mid because 0-3, really? Fuck's sake. I was surprised Mordekaiser was going mid because LeBlanc is all about burst damage. Mordekaiser's going to take significant heat from our opening salvos. There's no point in chasing him. I don't have my clothes. I didn't have my closer just then. 0-3 is not completely unrecoverable, as long as nobody feeds too much. The enemy jungler is in bot. By the time I get there, they're probably going to be gone, so not that there's no point in going, but I can cause more damage than you can. Stop him. GG. Go take that ward out. Idiots. LeBlanc is all about the burst damage. What did you think was going to happen? Oh, crap. That's the shadow. No, it's her. Oh, that is actually her. And that's him. I'm tank spec, they're not going to be able to kill me. 2-4, who died? Bot lane. Seeing as Renekton is still alive. Apparently he needs help. What does he need help with? He needs help with a almost dead Renekton. Okie dokie. Who is now left. How much do I need? 950. Nah. That's a problem with Renekton. He's really difficult to gank. You may notice, by the way, that I am not using potions. That's because potions are for noobs. Fantastic. 2 freaking 6. This is just awesome. Oh dear. Get. Crap. Renekton has extremely high burst damage. I should not have engaged. Well, this is going to make a lot of difference, really. God, I hate noob teams. Just hate them. Top fed, mid fed. And we're being executed. 2-9. Terrible. I think it was yesterday I played a ranked match where my side went, what was it, 233 by the end? It was because all 3 lanes just collapsed, and by the time I had my ulti, I simply couldn't assist any of the lanes. So, for fuck's sake. Apparently, LeBlanc counters Mordekaiser. Good to know. I'm level 6, she's level 8. I am not engaging. Yeah, because she counters you, moron. There's a slight problem with... What the hell? He's got no offensive capability whatsoever. That is just awesome. Renekton versus Mordekaiser, yes. Renekton versus Malphite, no. Can't do anything about him. 211. Can I hold your lane? Not really. Because I've got to do my own farming. Get red and then go see what I can do to mid. Seriously? Yeah, he died on the tower. She's got enough burst damage just to kill him now. Fantastic. $2.14. Yeah, Riot matchmaking is a bit of a joke, really. That's what really irritates me about this game, is that in Dominion I can score on a regular basis 15-5, if not better. But in this, in ranked, I always end up with a bunch of allies who do this. So how exactly am I supposed to fight these guys when they're so heavily fed? $3.16, good grief. 16.75. Here we go. This is where they start blaming me. There you go. Can I at least get one gank? How about no, because you fed that LeBlanc so high that even me as a tank is probably going to die. Good grief. I love how people do that. They play incompetently, feed heavily, and then blame anyone but themselves for dying so often. I mean, it's not their fault that they picked the wrong champion. It's not their fault that they didn't play safe after dying once or twice or anything like that. No, 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 no. It's the jungler who didn't gank often enough. Sooner or later, you have to be able to play your lane at least reasonably well, because the jungler can't babysit your lane. It's not how the game works. You've got to have a reasonable level of play. Surrender at 20. Totally, surrender at 20. 11-0 on the LeBlanc. Surrender at 20. For some reason, I'm now babysitting this lane. Where the hell is the guy who's supposed to be manning it? He's going to freaking kill me on the tower if I'm not careful. As I said before the match, Renekton is a powerhouse if he gets fed even slightly. And this one has been fed. And absolutely no one is even trying to stop him. Awesome. Not that he's been any use, seeing as he's fed 0-4, but still. Great, 5 minutes of defending before I can hit the surrender button. Of course, there's a good chance that at least 2 people will refuse to surrender. I knew that was going to happen. I don't care anymore. We've lost. GG. Ridiculous. Top lane and mid. And then bot folded because I was too busy trying to assist the other lanes. Renekton 5-0. Jinx was only 2-3, so yeah. 2301. Bot was okay. The mid and top. 4 minutes. My last game was quite similar to this, actually. 2 lanes fed terribly, but for some reason the enemy team didn't finish us off. For a good 20 minutes or so, and we were able to make a bit of a comeback. But this game is just complete fold over. There's pretty much nothing I can do about him, and he knows it. Nya 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 nya. Dead. They just have way too much burst damage now. We're done. Finished. Finite. End of. As I said, sooner or later you've got to be able to have a certain level of play in all 3 lanes. I mean, if one folds, you can do something about it. You can babysit and assist them. But if 2 lanes fold like what happened then, there's pretty much nothing you can do. That's also why I didn't try particularly hard to assist them, because there's pretty much no point to it. I'm going to leave because otherwise I'm going to get ganked because there's nobody else on the field. Can't see any of the enemies. Not that it'll do a lot of good, but I'll grab some armor. Maybe stay alive a bit longer, mitigate some of the burst damage. Both the bot laners died. Malphite is not AFK anymore. Not that it's going to do us any good. Good guess. One minute. If 2 people don't say no, then I'm going to be amazed. For some reason that always happens in these games. At least 2 people will still think there's some kind of chance. Oh dear. That we can win this even now. Shut up, Leona. I'm not going to die with you, just for funsies. Forget it. We've lost. Or they've lost and I lost by proxy. Vote yes, come on. Holy crap. What did I tell you? There is always someone who, even when you're 1031 down, will vote not to surrender. There's absolutely no chance in hell we can win this. I hate noobs. Just hate them. I'd rather surrender now and put these people on my ignore list and get another game than continue on this for another 20 minutes before either we lose or they finally realise that, no, we can't actually win this. I mean, even if we somehow manage to stay alive, get enough farm and complete our builds, the skill of these people still isn't high enough to defeat the opposition, because if it was, they wouldn't have scored what they have. But the problem with this game is if for example I was to go AFK right now, I would get a black mark on my account, and a few black marks would result in me being banned from the game for a day, because that's exactly what's happened to me before. Stupid freaking noobs. Always with the noobs. Damn it. Did you see Mordekaiser die? Holy crap. The idea is that if they die enough times, then they'll be more willing to surrender. If I don't help, they will win. And that's fine by me. Because I just want out of this game. At least they're being polite and trying to actually end it rather than dragging it out. Oh. Crying out loud. Now they're dragging it out. The Monk's 19-1. A burst damage can basically murder anyone on the field. That's the problem with being a tank, actually. That if the enemy get fed, you become practically useless because you don't have high enough damage output to you don't have a high enough damage output to burst kill your opponent, whilst they have high enough damage output to breeze past your armor. So you do become practically useless. Same thing with assassins as well. Assassins build up a purely offensive capability, but if they don't get fed, they're practically useless. Most of our team dead, the minions should be able to take out the Nexus and end this stupid match. Unless... Ha! 2 no votes. Why are you saying no? There's no one left. If I went out there, he would kill me in about 3 hits. So why are you voting no? Why not just end it? That is a good skin as well. Thank you! Good grief. How many people do I need to put on my ignore list before I end up playing with decent players? Seriously, how many? Lost 14 LP for that. Catelyn was the only one to get any kills. Terrible. Everyone on their side was excellent. Okay. Bad game.